So you want to install gravel tires on your road bike, huh? You've been doing some research. Maybe you have BWR Utah or California coming up, or maybe your significant other shut you down on the idea of getting another bike, or maybe you just hate your frame. I'm just kidding, kind of. Today I'm gonna run through 3 reasons why I think you shouldn't, 3 reasons why I think you should, and if you insist on doing it, I'll recommend a few tires that I'd consider. The first reason why you shouldn't is that even with gravel tires, your road bike is still a road bike. Road bike geometry puts you fairly far forward, meaning you had better be a pretty dang good bike handler or know how to shift your weight back, or you're gonna find yourself walking a lot, especially on descents, or hanging out in the bushes. And second, your road frame is inherently stiff. It's a road bike. You're gonna feel every bump and every road imperfection, even with larger tires. Which brings me to my third point, tire clearance. Most road bikes max at around 32mm tires, which is fine on the road, but for gravel, you're gonna need a little extra room for rock and debris. I'd shoot for around 5 to 6mm of clearance just to make sure you don't damage your frame too much. Overall, there's a good chance that it'll just be an unpleasant experience across the board. I've said it before, you can attempt to turn a gravel bike into a road bike, but a road bike into a gravel bike, not quite as easy. Now that we've gotten those 3 out of the way, here are 3 reasons why I think you should. The first is that modern road bikes are incredibly capable. Remember when Alexi Vermillion won BWR San Diego a few years ago? He was riding the Envy Melee. It's possible. Second, there are so many great tire options out there today. Slick or file tread, if you're riding tubeless, you can air down to around 45 PSI, increase that surface area of the rubber connecting to the road, and you'll feel like you're in a Cadillac on the road, and you'll find some level of comfort in gravel. Third, unless you're hoping to win a race, these rides should be fun. Challenging, but fun. Don't let yourself sink into analysis paralysis, spending more time debating tire choice than actually training. Now, if you insist on riding gravel tires on your road bike and assuming that you can clear 32mm tires, here are a few tires that I recommend. The first 2 are the Panaracer Gravel King SS and the SK, the Specialized Pathfinder Pro, the Continental GP5000 All-Season TR, and if you can make them fit, the Continental TerraSpeed in 35mm is an absolute gem. Oh, of course, you'll need to have hooked wheels to run those. Also, the Schwalbe G1 RS Super Race is another strong consideration. At the end of the day, a lot of the fun of riding bikes is seeing how you can get the most out of your equipment, and experimenting with tires is one of the best and least expensive ways to change how your bike performs and handles. Next week, I'm gonna talk about a new bike that's perfect for these types of mixed terrain rides and races. I rode it through the Central California coast with 35mm road tires at around 45 PSI, and I was super impressed by how well it handled everything that I threw at it. Stay tuned for that. Have a great weekend, and until next time.